All right. What up, what up, what up, what up? What's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? What is the deal? It's popping. All right, so why does this shit always start out saying this shit is low resolution? I don't know. But anyway, it'll fix itself at some point. All right, I'm starting a little late, but it's all good. But anyway, so what's good, people? So today I'm going to be talking about the art of leaving women. What up, Jon Snow? BT Platinum was popping. Before we get into anything, make sure you guys get the book, How to Have Sex with 2 Women a Day, ebook, audiobook, or hard copy. Make sure you guys go to mrlocario.com to get the book, How to Have Sex with 2 Women a Day. Also, make sure that you guys get your Man the Fuck Up hoodies, man. Guys gotta get these. Man the Fuck Up hoodies. See, I got them in the background here too. So we got the gray ones, we got the red ones over here, we got the green ones over there. You feel me? Let me get out the way you see the green ones. It also comes in other colors, orange, purple, black, all that other stuff right there. So make sure you guys click that link below to get the Man the Fuck Up hoodies, because these shits is warm as hell. You understand what I'm saying? It's winter time. You want to make sure you get your shit popping. All right. Sal, you said Sal Dorgo, you said how much it's $38 for the hoodie? Something like that? Yeah. So you can click that link below to get your hoodies and all that other good stuff. All right? Man, so all right. So today I'm titling the show The Art of Leaving Women. Okay? The Arts of Leaving Women. Because what I notice is a lot of guys out there, they're scared to charge chicks to the game. You understand? Nathan Wong, you said you didn't think leaving women was an art form. No, it is. This whole game is an art form. You understand? Like, this game shit is an art. You feel what I'm saying? So I want to talk about leaving women, why you should leave certain women, why you shouldn't be scared to charge chicks to the game, the benefits of leaving women. We're going to get into all of that, right? Now, this is the thing. When you start dealing with girls, when you start talking to girls, going out with girls, going on dates, hooking up or whatever, you want to get into the habit of charging certain chicks to the game, right? Now, a lot of guys are scared to charge girls to the game and to, kick them to the curb because they have a scarcity mentality. You understand? And so if you have an abundance mentality, none of this stuff that I'm saying here is going to be difficult for you. You understand? In fact, the more of an abundance mentality that you have, the easier charging chicks to the game is going to be. You understand? So the thing is a lot of guys are scared to charge girls to the game because they have that scarcity mentality. They're probably, they're probably just messing with one girl here and there, or they're messing with no girls. So when they do get that one girl, it's like they're trying their best to make it work. They're trying their best to have sex with her, all this other good stuff, right? But when you have that abundance mindset, right, it makes it easier for you to get a lot of different women. And also what happens is that when you need to charge a girl to the game, it's a little bit more easier because you're like, well, I'm fucking with all these other girls. What the hell am I trying to keep this one around for? You understand? But see, the thing, you want to get yourself to the mindset of, even if you are fucking with just one girl, you want to be able to tell her to bounce or just stop fucking with her just like that without any hesitation. So how do you do this first? Because a lot of guys, they hit me up and they'll say, yo, I was talking to this girl and, she's been, she's been acting kind of flaky and she's all fickle, and or I was out with this chick and she was, had a little attitude problem and this. So they tell me all these things. That's clearly something that will show you that they should charge the girl to the game. But then they don't because they're scared. Now, another thing is this too, is that you need to first have your own agenda. You should have a structure of how you want things to go when you're dealing with women. And this is what's going to tell you whether or not you should charge a chick to the game. So I have dudes, they always hit me up, they say, yo, should I charge her? Should I do this? Should I keep talking to her? Should I keep it moving or whatever? A lot of times you should already know if you should keep shit going or to charge a girl to the game. And the way that you know is that you have to have a certain standard that you live by. You understand? You have to have a certain way that you go about things when it comes to dealing with women, right? So once you have that way, you have that standard, if the girl, steps outside of that box, or if she does some other shit that goes against what you're about, that's when you charge it to the game. So if you have a certain standard, you would know that, okay, I got to charge this girl to the game now because she is not doing the things she's supposed to do in the situation that we're in right now. You understand? It's really that simple. It's really that simple. So that's what's going to make it easier for you to charge the girls to the game. Now, this is the thing. When you have that standard, right? What's going to happen is that you're going to start charging girls to the game because they don't meet that standard. Then what's going to happen is that because you have the confidence to do that, that's going to attract more women to you. See, when you have the confidence to charge a chick to the game, what it does is that it builds you up. It makes you more confident. It makes you, it's a subconscious thing where you're telling yourself, yo, listen, I have standards and I don't need this girl. You understand? I can get a better situation. There's other girls I can fuck with. And I know there's other girls I can fuck with because I'm that dude, and therefore I'm going to get more chicks. But when you're holding on to a chick, even when she's on some bullshit, it's telling yourself subconsciously that, yo, I can't do better than this. I got to, keep this girl around. I got to make this happen. So you should never be afraid to charge a girl to the game. Charging her to the game is a good thing. Getting rid of certain women is a good thing. Because when they are doing things that go against what you're trying to do, you need to kick them to the curb. You see what I'm saying? And so you want to get so what's what I'm looking for? You want to get so sort of serious about this shit to the point where you're charging girls to the game with no hesitation, and even in situations where you look like you could benefit from the situation. Meaning, for example, I remember there was this girl that I went out with, right? And so my thing was, like I didn't like when chicks don't follow my directions. That's my thing. So if a chick doesn't follow my lead or follow my directions, then I charge it to the game. Right? So I remember I went on a date with this girl, and I told her to meet me at a specific spot. Right? So she gets to the spot before me, and she says, and then I'm on my way still to the spot. She gets to the spot before me. So she texts me and she's like, "Oh, hey, I'm here, but it's kind of crowded. I want to go look for another place." So I told her, I said, hold on. No, I said, listen, stay there and wait for me to get there. I'm 10 minutes away. Just wait there. Right? So I get to the spot. Or no, I was walking towards the spot, then I told her to wait for me. And as I'm walking, she texts me and she's like, "Yo, I'm at this other place down the block. Meet me there." So no, at this point, I'm pissed off. I'm annoyed. Right now, at this point, I should have just went home. I should have just told her, "Listen, I'm gone. I'm done." Right? But nevertheless, I went down to the spot she was at. Right? So next thing you know, we chilling at the spot or whatever. And long story short, we ended up like kissing and all this other shit. And, like basically she wanted to fuck that night. So while we was kissing, she wanted me to come back to her place. And I told her, nah, I'm good. I'm going to go home. Right? So the reason why I went home and didn't have sex with her was because I don't like fucking with chicks who don't follow directions. So again, I should have left at that point where she didn't stay there. I should have told her, listen, I told you to stay here. I don't like the fact that you went over to this spot. I'm going to go home. I should have just said that. But when I got there, I'm chilling there, and the whole time I'm thinking, and it was funny because while I was there sitting with her chilling at this other spot, I'm like, oh, I should have just went fucking home. Why am I even here? Why am I even dealing with this girl right now? Right? But anyway, we started, kissing, doing all this other stuff. And then when she wanted me to come back to her place, I declined. And I'm like, nah, I'm good. Now, most guys wouldn't give a fuck and just go and fuck the girl. But what I'm saying is, you want to get to the level, because see, I should have been at the level where when she went to the spot and I told her to stay there, I should have just told her we're done at that point. You see what I'm saying? And so that's the level where I'm at now, where if that was, let's say that same scenario happened again, and I told the girl to meet me here, and then she walked over to some other spot, I'd have been like, okay, we're good. I wouldn't even give her any attention or nothing like that in that scenario. But in this scenario, we was chilling. She wanted me to come back to her spot, and I told her, listen, I'm gonna go home right now. So even in the situation where I could have got ass in that situation, what was more important was the standard I had for the chick that I'm trying to fuck with. Now, you want to get it to that point because, again, a lot of guys would have just went and fucked the girl. But what you want to get to is you want to get to a point where, what you're about and you being about your shit is more important than all that other shit that's going on. More important than getting ass. See, I know certain guys, they're on the internet, they're like, oh, I just want to fuck. I'm going to fuck a girl no matter what or whatever. But, again, this is why I'm talking about this is the art of leaving women. Because what happens is that because I have that standard, right, I'm in situations where when I interact with women, they see me and view me differently than other men. And so they're way more attracted to me, just automatically like that because I give off a different energy. I have a different way I do things. You understand? I hold myself to a higher standard. So I'm dealing with women and saying, well, you got to be up to this standard. You see what I'm saying? And so what was funny was when I charged that girl to the game and fuck her, that same week, I fucked with two other chicks who were even hotter than that girl. You know what I'm saying? And they followed directions. We got it popping and it was what it was. So, again, have that standard and don't be afraid to charge these chicks to the game. You see what I'm saying? So, that's the thing. You guys can't be afraid to leave these chicks. Now, when a chick is your, girlfriend or wife or whatever, that's a different story. I'm not going to get into that too much today, but I just wanted to touch on, like, when you first start fucking with a girl, like when you first dating a girl, when you first chilling with a girl, you want to be able to charge these girls quick. You want to be able to leave at a moment's notice when you realize that this chick isn't living up to that standard you set. Because sometimes you can let her know what it is, and there's other times you don't even need to let her know, but you peep out certain things she's doing, and you're like, all right, I'm cool on that. I'm good. I ain't fucking with you. You understand? And don't be afraid to go. Don't be afraid to leave. Because sometimes what happens is that a lot of you guys invest so much time and energy into these women that you're like, oh, I'm so close to getting the pussy, and then you end up, going overboard, spending more time and energy trying to get her, right? And then you fucking fuck up your whole shit. Because I've talked about this before. Anything that you're doing or saying affects you. So when you start basically doing extra shit to get shit going with a chick, when you know you should be charging her to the game, that affects your game in a negative way. You see what I'm saying? You want to always be on point. Do not be scared to charge these chicks to the game. Dude, there's so many times where I had bad chicks who I could have fucked like that, but I charged them to the game. Because my masculinity and what I'm about is more important than pussy. You see what I'm saying? The type of women that I want around me and interacting with me is important because that's going to affect the moments and the interactions I'm having or in the situations I'm having in my life. You see what I mean? But a lot of dudes, they're so caught up in, oh, I just want to fuck, I just want to fuck, I just want to fuck. And it's like no matter what, they're just trying to fuck. And they end up dealing with women who they know in their heart. Because sometimes you're dealing with a girl and you know, you're like, oh, this bitch is the worst. She's crazy. She's acting stupid. She's doing this. She's doing that. You know you should stop fucking with her. But you keep fucking with her because you feel like, well, I don't know. Well, maybe I'm going to get sex next week. Or maybe, you know, if I keep hollering at her, then shit will go. No. Like, kick that chick to the curb. You understand? So, you know, it is what it is. But, guys, the calling number is 646-481-3901. Crazy. Mike, what you talking about? You love the shock value. What shock value? I'm saying you guys gotta not be afraid to, you know, tell these chicks to bounce. Man. Yes, sir. What happened with DWLF game? I don't know nothing about that. I got to check that out. What happened with that? What happened with that? I have no idea about what's going on with that shit. Man. What's going on in the chat room, people? What is popping with you guys? What is the deal? You said whenever you charge them, you're completely rejuvenated. I'm telling you, this is the thing. Y'all cats can't be scared of this shit, man. Do not be scared to charge a chick to game. And in fact, the more difficult it seems to charge it to the game, that should indicate that you should be doing it. So what I mean is, let's say you're like, damn, I'm this close to getting some ass, but she's on some bullshit. Charge her ass to the game. That's what you really need to charge to the game. Because you want to, condition yourself to, be able to walk away and not let the pussy control you. You understand? It's crazy. It is crazy. You said it was some feminist shit he got in trouble for? Man, I don't know. I gotta check that shit out. That's crazy. That is crazy. You gotta be careful out here, people. You got to be careful out this motherfucker. You have to be. But yeah, you can't be scared to let these girls go. You understand? And you have to set that standard. You have to know what you like and what you don't like. And then keep that shit going. Yo, what's going on?
Yo, what's up? It's Mike.
What's going on, Mike? What's popping with you, bro?
I'm not gonna take too long, but the charging to the game.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the thing. It's competitive trying to get the hot girls. Let's be real. You got to really put in the work. Would you agree with that?
To do what? To get the hot girls?
Yeah, I mean to get the more attractive women. Because a lot of guys are after them, dude.
I know, but what's an attractive woman to you? Like, give me a celebrity you think is attractive.
Anything over. I mean, it's all subjective. It's based on interpretation. But
no, I'm saying no. I want to know. No, I want to know who do you think is. Just give me an example of somebody you think is hot. That's all I'm asking.
Like that girl that you had on your show, Whitney. I think she's pretty hot.
Okay. And so
I mean, it varies, dude. I I prefer white girls, but black girls are attractive too.
Mm-hmm.
I like Filipino girls. I like Latin girls.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, if I would pick one, I would. I mean, Amina Zina's pretty hot, dude.
Mm-hmm.
She's a dark skinned girl. I mean,
She's
all
light
those
skinned though.
are good. But I would say I want to say the ones that guys want, in my opinion, are the Caucasian girls, the American girls. You know, just California type.
Mike, you've been watching. You've been paying attention to the media too much, bruh. Because this dude.
Well, I mean, no, but let me I'm trying to make a point. Is that when you say charge to the game, if you charge every girl to the game that you meet, and you don't actually use, because game is about being creative and try to influence the girl to mess with you. So you have to push a little bit in order to create a situation to happen, because you know, it's never going to be easy. You know what I'm saying? Like for any man out there.
It will be easy for certain dudes. Certain dudes is easier than others. Certain dudes got to do more shit than others. So it all depends. You know what I'm saying?
Right. No. Right. Absolutely. But the point is, if you just start charging girls quickly to the game, then you're going to have to keep, approaching more and getting more in rotation.
Right. Well, it's not about just charging them just because. There's a reason why you're charging them. You see what I'm saying?
What would be some applicable reasons why you would want to do that? Like, give me some reasons.
Like, for example, if you met a girl and you set a date and she flaked on you, right?
Okay.
And then she was like, hey, can we meet up next week? And then she flaked on you again. You would charge her, right?
Right.
There you go. Absolutely. You're charging her to the game. That's what I'm saying. Okay. That's what I'm saying.
Let me ask you this. Mm-hmm. Let's say you get a phone number and you call, and she doesn't pick up. Right? She goes to voicemail, and then you call again, and she's like, "Oh, I'm busy right now. Call me back." Right? Because sometimes they do this bullshit. They're on some. They pretend like they're busy or they're with somebody, but they're really not. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So what would you do in that situation?
I charge it to the game. That's what I'm saying. Because look,
you charge it to the game.
Hell fucking yeah. And look, this is why. And this is why. This is why. Because you just answered your own question, sort of. Because you just said they're doing that bullshit. They're pretending that they're busy. This and this and that. So if you're trying to get with this chick, right? Any chick you're trying to get with should be showing you the utmost respect and actually be cooperating with you. So if I hit up a girl and she's like, "Oh, I'm busy, I'll call you back." No, you're charged. Because like my dude Eddie Fuse talks about this. He was saying that if you got to use the Google example, if Google or any of these big companies called somebody and said, or you got to interview with them companies, right? You're not going to be like, "Oh, well, I don't know if I can make it in, blah, 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 blah." This is your chance to get this big job or this big position. So if you're acting that way, then you're charged. So you got to look at yourself as that dude, as that guy who's on that high level. So you have to show women how to treat you. So if she's acting like that, it's a wrap.
I understand. Yeah, because again, you're going back to, you have to protect your self-respect as a man and not send messages to yourself that you ain't shit. I think that's where you're coming from, right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay, but here's the thing. I'm going to try to see if I can explain this. There's an inner conflict between that and actually getting results. You know what I'm saying? Because the goal of the game also, you correct me if I'm wrong, is to get results that are favorable to you as a man.
Yeah, and my question is, how are you going to get results if all your interactions are telling your subconscious that you ain't shit?
Well, I hear you. If you see it that way, then if it's bothering you like that, then you have to make that decision. But I guess what I'm trying to say is, in life, you kind of have to push to get what you want. It's just like things just don't come easy.
No, I'm not saying. No. This is what you're not understanding. I agree with you that in there's certain situations where you gotta work at shit, push to where you want to go and make it happen. What I'm saying though is is that so, and this is what I mean. What I mean is this. Let's say you have a guy that's trying to work, to work hard to get some chicks and make shit happen, right? One situation is he's talking to this one girl, right? He's trying to holler at her. He's trying to interact with her. He's trying to, get a date. And then she's flaking. She's being wishy-washy. She's doing all this other shit, right? He needs to charge it to the game. He should not be pushing more or trying more with that girl. But what he should be doing is the work he should be putting in is talking to 10 or 15 women at the same time. That's the type of work he needs to put in. You understand what I'm saying? Not putting all this energy into that one girl who's all over the place.
Let me tell you. Yeah, I agree with you. But here's how I'm contradicting myself because I do agree on what you said, but sometimes I don't follow those rules, and I'm going to tell you why. I kind of like it kind of turns me on to kind of push a little bit and try to get a girl. I don't know. I like the thrill of the chase.
See, you one of those dudes. See, that's what I'm saying.
I don't know if any other guys are out there like that. Like if I go to a club and I want to talk to a girl and she's really hot and she's really gassed up and she doesn't kind of want to deal with me, but she knows I'm sweating her. I kind of like that, dude.
And why do you like it?
I don't know. It's kind of fun. You know what I'm saying? I want to have fun in the game.
See, that to me, that's not fun. To me, that's not fun because
it's not fun to you.
No, okay. Because this is what I like, and this is what I found is beneficial. Because, like, what my thing is to you is what I should ask you this question: what's your end goal with the situation with the girl? Like, are you trying to smash? You trying to get a girl? Like, what are you trying to do?
I want to obviously do sex, of course, but I want flirting, physical, pleasure, lipstick, on me, I want her to be on me, dude. The whole appeal is that the woman's into you, obviously. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So all that, and also it's like you said, it's mental and physical. You know what I'm saying? So all that stuff, dude. Like, but we want to enjoy the game. You know what I'm saying? So everything that happens before that is important too. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no. I agree with whatever happens before that is important. But my thing is, I think it's just two different things. Like, and I'm not saying anything wrong with how you like to do shit. I'm just saying that I'm because the thing is this, and also too when I teach game, I teach it from a perspective of a man who has a lot of shit going on. You understand what I'm saying? So if I have a lot of shit going on, I don't have time for no chick to be playing games and acting like she, like I don't have time for that. So all I need is cooperation. Period. You see what I'm saying? So what it is when I interact with women, I look at it as the same way as if I'm purchasing food or something at a restaurant. Like I go to the restaurant, I say, look, I want this, give me my food. And that's it. I don't want the waiter playing games with me and having these long ass conversations. No, you see what I'm saying? Like I just want the damn food. I want to eat and get the fuck out. You see what I'm saying? Like that's it. So but that's what I'm saying. Okay. It's just different. It's just different. People like different stuff, I guess. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, now, real quick, and I'll let you go. The girls that are gassed up, they're kind of artificially gassed up. You know the ones I'm talking about?
What do you mean?
Well, they just like their head is blown up like a balloon. Like they think like the world is revolving around their beauty and sex appeal. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Everyone is sweating them. I kind of like those, dude. Like I want to get at those.
So you like a lot of time wasters because what it sounds like to me is you like those girls because getting them is like feeding your ego. You know what I'm saying?
It is kind of a challenge.
Right, that's what it is. You said like you want to feed your ego. You know what I mean? Because you want to feel like this girl was giving me resistance, or she was playing games, or she acted like she didn't want me, and then now I finally got her. I actually got her with my game and all this other stuff.
I mean, it's not really feeding my ego. It's just that it's a lot of stress to always be like what you said. It creates a lot of stress in a man's life to always be like doing all this stuff that you're talking about, like I don't know how to say it. It seems like the most important thing to you is looking good. You know what I'm saying?
Looking good? What do you mean by looking good?
You have to look like an idiot.
What do you mean by looking good?
Well, I mean, like any hit to, like listen, if I call a girl once or twice and she doesn't pick up, and I call her a third time and she picks up and I get cooperation, so be it, dude. Who cares? You know what I'm saying? Like.
Oh, so you're saying, hold on. So you're saying that you think that I'm talking about charging her because I don't want to look like I'm trying too hard? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, like I think you don't want a hit to your. You don't want to hit to your self-esteem. You don't want her to look at you in like a negative way.
No. But that's what I'm saying. This is the part you're misconstruing. Again, I said it's a million times. The game is about you. So I don't care what the girl thinks. And this is what I'm trying to say. Like, it's like the reason why you're going and interacting with these women or talking to the girls or whatever is to see if they fit into what you're trying to do. So I don't care about, like, for example, if I say, let's say somebody call me up and they say, yo, I'll give you $100,000. I need you to get 10 beautiful actresses in my office by tomorrow morning. I'll give you $100,000. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go on my phone book. I'm gonna go call up all the girls that I know that's hot and I'll be like, yo, listen, what you doing tomorrow? Or whatever. And then she's like, oh, whatever. I don't know. Hang up. I hit up another girl. I don't get to her. I stop calling. I go to the next one because my goal is this thing. I don't give a fuck about what they think about me hitting them up or if I, if I hit them up I don't give a fuck about that. My goal is I need this outcome or I'm trying to do this thing. So when I'm dealing with a girl, I need a girl to follow my directions and follow my lead. So if I'm talking to her and she's not following my directions, she's done. You understand? I need a girl who's not going to be flaky. If I talk to a girl and she's interacting with me, she's flaky, she's done. So it's not about me trying to impress the girl or care about how she's going to view me by not calling her if she's flaky. The point is, I don't want flaky women. So therefore, if you're flaky, you're done. You see what I mean? It has nothing to do with me looking cool
listen, you see what I'm saying? But at the same time, I understand you don't want flaky women, but we have to remember the end goal in mind, dude. The end goal in mind is to get it popping with them, dude.
Yeah, get it popping with... That's what I'm saying. Get it popping with a woman who is doing the things that you want to do. See, this is the thing. Did you hear the story I said earlier where I was on the date with the girl? She wanted to take me back to her spot, and I told her no. You understand?
Yes, I did.
And that's my point. It's not about me getting it popping, just getting it popping with whoever. I'm not just fucking any chick just to fuck a chick. I could fuck girls, whatever. I want to fuck a chick and interact with a woman who's doing the things that I need her to do. And let me tell you why. Because when I give a woman dick, right? Me giving her dick is the reward for her doing what I say. You understand what I'm saying? So the reason why I didn't fuck that girl is because she didn't do what I said. You see what I'm saying? I'm not going to reward her with dick or attention or none of that other shit if she's not doing what I'm saying. See, your situation is you're saying, well, I'm just trying to get it going with a girl, whatever. So I'm going to do whatever in order to get her. You see what I'm saying?
No, not whatever. Not whatever. not whatever. Like if she overflakes and that's but like let me give you an example. One time I got a chick's number. I called her. I think she hit the ignore button. I called her again and it went to voicemail. Right. So I kind of pissed me off. To be honest with you, I get a little bit motivated sometimes, and I want what I can't have. That's just the way I am. And I don't think that's a hit to my self-esteem personally. I just the way I think. So I called her from a gas station. I tricked her. She picked up the phone, and I said, "When are we meeting?" You know, that's the first thing I said, and I ended up meeting with her.
Oh my God! So you went through all of that shit.
I did, bro. I did. I'm not gonna lie to you. I did.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I could have charged her. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. Sometimes I want to push to get situations happening, and sometimes I don't have to push. Sometimes it happens easily. You know what I'm saying? But,
right.
But I don't think there's anything wrong with that, dude.
No, I'm saying that's what I'm saying. If that's the way you want to do it, That's on you. You see what I'm saying? I'm just saying
Okay.
that at the end of the day, though, you understand what I'm saying? What happens is that you got to think about why you're doing things. You understand? And what those things mean. Everything matters. You understand what I'm saying? Everything matters. So what you got to understand is that the way that you go about doing things, it's saying something to yourself. Everything you do says something to yourself. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So what's happening is that the fact that you had a girl, ignore your call, let her go to voicemail, not hit you back up, then you went all the way to a goddamn gas station to hit her up, and then she actually went out with you. You understand what I'm saying? All of that's telling you stuff to your subconscious.
Maybe she was afraid. Listen, maybe she was afraid to pick up the phone, dude.
Okay, and so my question is, why would you want to be or interact with a woman who's afraid to pick up the phone when you're calling?
Because a lot of them flake and a lot of them play games, dude.
No. A lot of women. No. This is the thing.
They do it. Listen, they do it to everybody, dude.
No. This is what I'm saying. Women. Okay, and this is what I'm saying. You have to take a step back, right? And say to yourself, I'm not going to participate in that. But see, what you're doing is you're participating in it. You see what I'm saying?
No,
so
listen. Then I'm going to be losing in the game, and I'm trying to win in the game, dude.
I'm telling you how to win in the game, but that's what I'm saying.
I don't see it like that.
So winning. Hold on.
So win with somebody else.
So wait.
You know what I'm saying?
So winning in the game is running all the way to a gas station to trick a woman into picking up her phone. That's winning to you?
No, I was pumping gas, and I said I'm going to call her from here because I was ready to go out that night, right?
No. But the reason why you called her was because she was ignoring your calls from the jump. You understand what I'm saying?
Right. I was trying to get a hold of her, and that's what I had to do, and.
But that's what I'm saying. You're doing way too much. You understand what I'm saying? You're doing way too much. And what I'm trying to tell you, Mike, is that you're better than that. You feel what I'm saying? Because now
I know I'm better than that. I don't have to do that, dude. Mm-hmm. Okay? And there's times when I get a phone number and I don't even call the girl. Mm-hmm. Like I have phone numbers. I don't even call them one time. For some reason I don't feel like calling them. I don't know why. Mm-hmm. But there's times when, like, I'm like, yeah, I want this bitch here. I want to get at her, dude. Mm-hmm. Like that's just me. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like I get motivated by different things. Mm-hmm. You know, this one specific one, she was bad, dude. I wanted to hook up with her. You know. Mm-hmm. So, and if I didn't, she would have gone out with someone else. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, why not push a little bit? I mean, I don't think it's a hit to my ego. I don't feel it like that. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Because she's gonna end up with somebody else, dude. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't push and ask for it, then you're not gonna get situations.
Right, and notice
it's happening with a lot of guys out there.
And notice
really pushing.
And notice what's happening is that you have now put this girl on the pedestal, which in turn in your mind is in general going to be putting more women on a pedestal, and then which is going to make you do other things and take other actions. You understand what I'm saying? To do other shit like you just did. That's what I'm saying. Like, so what I'm saying is that your actions are telling yourself that this is what you have to do to get the hot girls. You see what I'm saying? And so that's what I'm saying.
It's part of the game.
No. This is what I'm saying. Your strategy, you understand what I'm saying, is it is game because this is a strategy of how you're doing it to make it happen.
It's influence. You said it. It's part of the influence.
The influence of what?
Well, you have to influence. You have to.
No. If this is what I'm saying, you have to create a situation to where, right, the people, the chicks are coming to you. to where the chicks actually want to fuck with you. And the way you do that is that you become a higher status guy. The way you become a higher status guy is that you build yourself up. The way you build yourself up is that you have standards and rules and regulations and procedures that you say, this is what I'm about. So when you're dealing with a woman, right, you don't say, well, I really want this girl, and if I don't get her, another guy's going to get her. It's like, yeah, I want this girl, but she not doing what I need her to do. Fuck her. Let her go with the other guy. You understand? Because what's going to happen is you're going to meet another girl who's even hotter than her, who's going to want to fuck with you because you've created yourself as that guy. What I'm saying to you is that you keep doing things. You see what I'm saying? That's making you get into that situation to where you're going to keep going and doing even more elaborate, insane, crazy type of shit just to get a girl because you've told yourself you have to go the extra mile to get the hot girl. That's what you told yourself. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, sometimes I do. I mean, sometimes I do it, dude. I do it, and it pays off sometimes. And there's other times when I don't even initiate, and I need to initiate. So I don't know. It depends how what I'm thinking at the time. What's motivating me at the time. I mean, it's kind of hard. A lot of it has to do with my mindset at the time. I get motivated by certain things. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not like that all the time, but there are times when I did that. Like there was one time I drove out to Vegas to meet a girl. She's like, I got some free time, and I said, I'm going to be in town. Let's meet up. And I went out there and I made it happen because the opportunity was there. You know what I'm saying?
And where are you from?
California.
So you drove all the way to Vegas from California?
Yeah, I mean, I went there on vacation, but partly was to meet up with him. And
see, and that's what I'm saying, bro. This is what I'm saying. Like, yeah, you're getting the chicks, but you're getting it at what cost? Do you see what I'm saying?
Right.
That's all I'm saying. Right. That's all I'm saying. So this is what I'm saying.
Yeah, okay, I got you, bro. Let some other people call.
All right, bro. All right, bro. I'm gonna holler at you, man. All right, peace. Oh man, I love when Mike calls. I love it. I totally love it when Mike calls, man. I do. That's my dude right there, man. But you see what I'm talking about, guys. You start doing one thing. He just said he went to the gas station to call a girl. Now he's talking about he drove all the way to Vegas to meet some chick. That's crazy. All right, where's the... Why is it I'm not seeing... Okay, here we go. Yo, what's going on?
Yo, it's got you from LA.
What up? What's popping, bro?
Nothing. I was listening to the caller.
All right. What's going on with you, man?
I'm looking for a female that is cooperation, like you say, and that's down. Because I'm a down dude, and I need a female that be down. Like, say, like, if I want to go somewhere, she ain't going to be like, this and that, and make excuses. I just want her to be like, yeah, I'm going to go with you.
Right, and that's the type of chicks you want at the end of the day. Because look, you gotta understand is that
type of shit you will love. Yeah,
right. Because look, that's the thing, man. Like a lot of chicks, they're gonna play games. They're gonna be on some bullshit, whatever. When a chick is feeling you, she's gonna cooperate. She's gonna be smiling in your face. She's gonna be very cordial and polite and all this other shit. And a lot of guys don't experience this type of stuff. You understand? Like, women who are feeling you and who actually want to make something happen, they make it happen. So all of this stuff of, trying to do extra shit or going all over the place and being crazy, that's just, what I'm saying? It's a waste of time. You know what I mean?
And some of those females use that's when they use their beauty for beauty or other stuff. I mean, beauty and attention. Because they don't got it from other dudes. They try to use you for the attention and the beauty they got and try to play you. But you have to choose your mind and be like, I'm this way and I don't want my girl to be that way. Why would I want a girl to be that way and I'm this way?
Right, exactly.
That ain't gonna work.
Exactly.
Ain't gonna work.
Exactly.
And that's how people have fights in relationships because one person this way and the other person that way. I feel what you're saying, Locario, and my mind is different now. You changed my mind, now I know what to do. Now I know what to look for and put on, on the internet and apps like this. What I'm looking for. If you're not with this, you're not on my list.
Real
Even
talk.
though they say they is, I'm gonna test them out. Be like, oh, if she ain't hit me up around this, like hit me up like around this time or whatever. If she ain't pulling up or nothing, she block or whatever. I ain't waste my time no more.
Facts. That's how you gotta be now,
Locario.
man. I'm telling you, man.
Yeah.
Real talk, bro. But yo, man, I appreciate the call, man. Let me get a
Thank
few
you.
more of these calls, and I appreciate it. But yeah, that's what it is, guys. I'm telling you. This is why you got to charge them to the game, man. You can't be scared to charge. And God Juice says some real shit. It's like, yo, I'm this way, so what am I want you to be on some other shit? How this gonna work? How is that gonna work? You feel what I'm saying? All right, hold on. Where's this? Oh, this shit be bugging out. Yo, what's going on? Who's this?
Yo, is this Locario?
What's popping? Yeah, this me. What's going on?
Yeah, hey, I'm Create Noise. I'm from New Jersey.
All right, what's going on?
Yeah, I have a couple questions about kind of like hunting for chicks on Tinder.
Mm-hmm.
I had the Bad Boy membership a while back, and I was looking into it, and I'm trying to do whatever it is I like swipe pretty much every single day and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just kind of like wondering, like, how is it like? You talked a little bit about being photogenic. To a degree, but like how do you like mix that like you were talking about like getting like professional photos and have yourself like looking like you're doing something, like going out. We're talking about sorry, like looking away from the camera sometimes, but I mean it's still like extremely hard. Like you said it's hard. Like girls are picky, but damn.
Oh yeah. That's the nature of online dating. See, online dating is always going to be, chicks are going to be way more pickier. You understand what I'm saying? But as far as like the pictures go, because I just put out a new program called Advanced Online Game on the Bad Boy membership, and so now when I was talking about how you want to have different types of pictures. So I was talking about having one picture that looks professional, meaning that you basically have a photo that looks like it could be in a magazine or some shit. So if you know how to use Photoshop or somebody else, don't Photoshop yourself to look like fake. But what I'm saying is, like, if you have a picture of yourself and you got a pimple, take the fucking pimple out the picture. You know what I'm saying? Do shit like that to where it looks, what I'm saying, it looks clean. Then you want a picture that just looks like a regular picture so that they know that it's actually you, so that, because you don't want a whole bunch of professional pictures because they're going to think it's a fake profile. Because I actually had that before where I had a whole bunch of professional pictures and chicks kept asking me, to like, yo, are you real? Is this a real profile? Whatever. So I mixed it up with regular pictures. You understand? You can have a picture of you. You see what I mean? Right. So, and also you have pictures of you and some friends having fun so that they see that, you're a cool guy, other people like you, all that other shit. Because what women look for in your pictures a lot of times, they're looking to see if they're physically attracted to you, but they're also looking for a story that they can tell themselves in their head when they see you. So if, they see you with friends having a good time and she's like, oh, this guy seems cool. So I might not be nervous or scared to meet him because he seems like a cool guy. Let me match with him or whatever and talk to him. You see what I'm saying? So it's just different things. But again, either way, it's still a big ass numbers game on that shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like you gotta be on that shit consistently. You understand what I'm saying? If you want to really get results. You know what I'm saying?
That's the difficult part. Yeah, but with that in social media, just real quick, like, I'll try to make this as quick as possible. I got somebody like this girl I knew. Her mom added me on social media. Her mommy invited me to her daughter's birthday party, and like she got us talking, and like this girl, like, she was cute as hell, but there was nothing really like ground based. But it seemed like her mom was doing the work for her, and it was kind of weird and trippy. Anyways. She added me on social media, and I noticed that like that's like a thing they look for, and that kind of like correlates to what you're talking about. They look for pictures for them to kind of tell the story. So is that sometimes a thing that happens? Like their mom tries to look into who this person is.
I mean, I the thing is, I haven't really seen that happen that much, but but if if the mom's just trying to hook you up, then fuck it, let her hook you up. You know what I'm saying? Try to try to make it happen. My dude K Zaggin 20 in the chat room said, fuck the mom too. You know what I'm saying? Like, smash the mom also. You know what I'm saying? You never know. That could happen too. You know what I'm saying? So you know.
I guess so. But I mean, I'm not saying I'm not ruling it out. I'm just like it's kind of like perplexing because like the whole thing you said about that they want to tell themselves a story, that kind of makes sense. But I mean, yeah, I guess kind of have to like balance it out because like, are you saying that if there's too many, I guess, high quality pictures that they might think you're not like a real person?
Yeah, they're going to think that it's out of a magazine or something. Especially if you're like a guy that most women would consider handsome. You understand what I'm saying? So they would they're probably going to think like, oh, this is a fake ass profile. Like, let me see if I can pull up. I don't know if you're looking at the screen, but I'll probably show it to people who's looking at the screen so you can at least see the playback. So I'll show you guys if my damn Tinder is So like I'm gonna show you guys my Tinder profile. So this picture right here, my phone is mad dirty and shit. Don't laugh at my phone. My phone's dirty as fuck. But anyway, so this first picture is a regular selfie picture. You feel what I'm saying? So that's the first picture on my joint. Then I got this picture right here. This is like more of a professional picture. You know what I'm saying? And then this is another one right there. And damn, I got too many damn professional pictures. My shits be too tight. But this is me at one of my seminars, and then this is another regular picture in the gym.
Yeah.
And then this is another regular picture. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
So as long as your pictures look clean, you know what I'm saying? And it shows you have one that's showing you doing something with other people or whatever, and you just gotta swipe like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm looking at because
I try to be careful though, because there's like twice I almost swiped right on a trans person.
Hey, that's fuck it. Just unmatch if it happens. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you ain't gonna know, because you'll be swiping and then or by mistake, because you swiping everybody, you'll end up matching with that shit, and you see like, oh shit, and you just unmatch the shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what you got to do.
Okay.
That's all you got to do.
Yeah, I like that.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. I got one last question.
Yeah, go ahead.
As quick as possible. I wanted to see if you could like touch real quick about the influence like a mother has on a guy with that affects his game. Like, especially because there's a lot of guys who single parent households. Mm-hmm. So like I don't know if you've like looked into that too much, like how like the mother's like perspective or just I guess the influence kind of affects a guy. I don't know if that makes.
No, I see what you're saying. So you're saying like how does a mother influence her son and how that affects him in the game and shit?
Yeah, because like we're taught like open the door and like like a bunch of just at this point it's almost archaic. I guess moral stuff like that. So like how that kind of influences how that kind of shapes guys growing up.
Right. Well, the thing is that it depends on the mom, because like most mothers are gonna do simp training. They're gonna train their sons to be simps and shit. You know what I'm saying? If a guy's lucky and he has a mother that'll tell him the truth, you know what I'm saying, then it'll be all good. But most moms and all that other shit, or just even women in your family, a lot of them you can't really listen to them because they're gonna tell you shit that's on some simp shit. You understand what I'm saying? This is why you have to have some strong male role models. You understand? So if you got your dad, and I say strong male role models because your dad could also be a simp. So you might not be able to get information from him. So you got to figure out guys who actually know the game. You see what I'm saying? Because a lot of these women out here, they're gonna fuck your head up with all that bullshit from the jump. And this is why dudes have that programming up until this day where they can't even get chicks because they're going off the premise of what they were taught when they were younger. And a lot of that sticks with them. You know what I mean?
That happened to me. Yeah. So that's why I'm asking, because like there's a lot of things that I used to I used to like take girls out on dates and thought that was like normal. I used to think that like hey, if I have to be patient, I have to let her get to know me.
Right, all that shit, like right.
Yeah, like and I remember I once responded to my I was like 20 and I told her, I'm like, Mom, I don't have time for that. She's like, well, then you're never gonna get a girl. I'm like,
right.
What? That makes no sense.
Right.
And it was just like ignoring my instinct.
And that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So you can't really go off of what your family and shit, and it's hard too, because if you've been brought up that way, you know what I mean, and this is why it's very important for guys to really learn game and be consistent with it. and understand what's really going on, because you have to break all of that conditioning. You have to see what's really, really going on out here. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, man. But yeah, man, I appreciate the call, my brother. You feel me?
Yeah. Hey, appreciate the call, man. I appreciate your time.
I'm gonna holler at you, bro. Peace.
All right, take care.
Yeah, man. You guys got to be careful. Be careful about how your parents, especially your moms, be trying to be on that shit. Man. But yeah, it's crazy. It is crazy. But what's popping off in the chat, people? Let me see what this is. Yo, what's going on?
Yo, what's up, Mr. Locario?
What's popping? Who's this?
What's up, man? Yep, it's Dr. Cuddles.
Oh shit, what's going on?
Yo, man, I got a funny situation, man. I was out with a girl last night, and she had her own crib, so like, thank God I ran into that situation. But the problem is once we started getting the shit popping, dude, oh man, I was so tired that day. Like I couldn't get it up, man.
Oh damn!
I got limp. I fucked it up, and then I got blocked.
So she blocked you?
Yeah, because I told her like, no, you know what? I'm so tired today. I was just at the gym earlier. I've been at school all day, so I was too fucking tired for that shit.
Right.
So yeah, she blocked me. Oh man, dude, I gotta get some Cialis.
But see that's what happens, man. You gotta see. Guys gotta make sure. See, and that's another thing. I think I'm gonna have to do a whole program on that, where, you know, when you're about to, like, you get to the point where you have sex and then you just can't do it for whatever reason. And most guys are gonna run into that situation at some point. You feel what I'm saying? Because this time I happened with me too.
I was going on a empty stomach too, so like.
Oh yeah, see that's another thing.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that just went like at that time were just wrong, and I was just thinking like, nah, because she was decent, she was like a 7. So I was like, nah, if we're like in person, I see her, it's just gonna get hard, but that actually didn't happen.
Right. See, that's the thing. You guys out there, you gotta make sure that you don't have an empty stomach, and you gotta make sure that you're not tired, because that shit can affect the performance. Because trust me, I've been in them situations, bruh, where it's like, I'm like, okay, we gonna get it popping, and I'm like, shit, I ain't even eat nothing, and I'm starving, so I'm like, I can't fuck when I'm starving, and there's been times where I was tired as shit, and it's like, same thing happened where you know you can't get it up and it's a wrap. So it's things where sometimes shit happens in a moment, so you're not really, there's nothing really to do about it, but you want to make sure that you're always prepared, just, in general. You understand what I'm saying? Because you need that energy to really, like, get it in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you need game for the bed too, because if you fuck that up, it's over, man.
Oh, right. And that's the thing, that trust me, that happened to me too, where I was with this one chick, and we met up, we was hanging out, and then we went to this hotel spot to smash, and I couldn't get it up for nothing. You feel what I'm saying? And so she hit me back the next day. She was like, hey, I think this isn't gonna work out between us. So I'm like, all right. I was like, I feel you. I understand why you would feel that way. I know. You understand? Because I wasn't getting that shit up at all. So it was a wrap for that day. You know what I mean? So you guys don't want that to happen to you. Trust me, because that shit will be a wrap for your ass with that situation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So next time, like, I'm gonna try to make sure, like, I just stop at like maybe McDonald's or something, or anything really. Right. Because I was starving. Like, I think she heard my stomach growling too, like, while we were doing it. Oh wow. She just started laughing.
Damn. So, see, you gotta make sure you're prepared. But hey, I'm glad that you actually at least, get into that level where you're making shit pop with the girls. At least you get into to some sex going on, even though it ain't really happened. But you at least got to that point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no. I'm just glad I actually started. Like, I mean, a couple of them have been on Tinder, but there's been a couple I've approached like in the gym and like at my school already. And I'm just gonna say this right now, man. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking when when I'm like saying like, oh no, it's only looks, man, and it's only that, and it's only like your money and all that. They could give a shit about your money.
See,
just,
Dr. Cuddles,
it would be nice.
You're coming
nice
to the light.
Some money. What?
And I said you're starting to step into the light. You're starting to see the truth. That's what I'm saying. That's why I say guys got to experience shit. Because the more you experience shit, the more you see what's really going on out here. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can tell Mike's not going out and approaching though. If he's saying that he needs like all this money, like okay, you'll need like a decent place maybe, and maybe like having a car would be good too. But you don't need a really nice fancy house and all that.
Right.
If you've got girls digging you, like just bring them to like your spot, even if it doesn't look good. You know what I mean?
Right. That's what I'm saying, man.
You
That's
just need a spot. That's really all you need.
That's what it is, man. But yo, Dr. Cuddles, man, I appreciate the call. I'm glad you're letting these cats know that you can get it in, and that's how you got to make it happen. You feel me?
Yep. Sure
All
thing,
right,
man.
All right, peace, man.
All right, take care.
All right, see you guys. You see that? You see Dr. Cuddles is getting to the next level. You feel what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. Dude's got to be out here and making it happen. K. Zagan, he said, finally the student allowed the teacher to teach. Real talk. That's what I'm saying, man. Dudes got to go out there and see what's really happening in these streets. Yo, what's going on? Ooh, wait, hold on. I can't speak up. What you said?
Bro,
Hello? Who's this?
this is Steve from Alabama.
All right, what's going on, bro?
Man, I'm chilling, bro. All is well. How are you?
I'm good. What's good with you?
Good deal. Man, chilling. I got a couple of questions, man. I wanted to run by you. One of the things that I hear you talk about all the time is like being able to, I guess, like persuade a woman like when she's in the middle in terms of being attracted to you.
Right.
So one of my questions is like, how do you, like if you got a girl that's in the middle and you can kind of tell she's on the fence, she might have some other stuff going on, might have another dude that she's talking to, or some life situations that she's dealing with. What do you use as a method to try and kind of persuade her to come over to your side?
Well, one of the things you can do is tell her what that she wants you. So it's kind of like, for example, like there'll be times where you're talking to the girl, like and you tell her, you be like, yo, like, why are you looking at me like that for? I know you want to fuck me. I know you want to, do this or do that. So all you're doing is really saying shit that you want her to think and start, feeling. And that usually turns it around. So let's say, because usually what happens is with those girls, they'll still be flirting with you, right? But what you're trying to do is you're trying to get her to realize that she should be doing this thing with you. So you can do that with your words or your actions. You understand what I'm saying? So you might say, yo, you might like hold her by her waist and be like, yo, come here for a second. Like, come close to me. Like, be like, yo, you want to kiss me. Why are you playing games? You want to do that. You want me to stick my tongue in your mouth. All of that shit. And then so what happens is as you're doing that, you'll see her body language. You'll see how she's responding. And then you just go in and make it happen. So that's like one of the ways you could do it. But another way too, is kind of letting her know, but this usually what happens if it's, let's say, if it's a girl you're gonna continuously see, like maybe a girl in your school or a girl at at some place you always go to and you always run into her or whatever. It's like you let her know that you're interested and then you back off. You understand? And then you see her again and then you remind her like, yo, what's good? Let's make something happen. And then so what it is that over time she knows that you're trying to fuck. So when she's in that mood or that mode and, she's horny or whatever, then she'll make it happen. So I did this when I was in college. There was a girl in college that I used to see, and she was, she didn't even go to the college, but I think she was like working with somebody there. So I saw her like almost every week. And so I hollered at her one time, and she had a boyfriend at the time or some dude she was messing with. So I said, listen, if that situation changes, let me know, holler at me, right? So then I would see her, and then I would just be like, and every time I saw her, I'd be like, yo, like, when we gonna get this shit popping? You understand? And she'd be like, oh, I don't know, blah, blah, blah. And then so out of the blue one day, she called me up and was like, yo, what you doing? I'm like, I'm chilling. And she was like, you want to come over? I was like, all right. And so I just went over there and smashed. You see what I'm saying? And that happened in the span of like 2 months. You feel me? So it's it's just really putting the energy out there and letting her know like, hey, you're trying to make it happen. And then for her to get the time to respond to you. You see what I mean?
Okay.
Right.
You just basically putting the thoughts in her head and
right.
letting her kind of fertilize herself.
Right, exactly. That's all that shit is. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's all it is.
All right. My other question was, all right, like, I kind of figured out that I'm somewhat of an introvert. Like, I've talked to you before about, like, actually talking to, like, groups of girls in the club. After a while, it's like, I figured out I'm not really the club type. Like, what's crazy is I'm a musician. I perform in front of large crowds all the time. You know what I'm saying? But I really want to learn how to start taking advantage of these crowds, bro. It's nothing for me to be at an engagement and it's hundreds of girls in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you suggest is like the first start on some low key shit? Like the first move that you can make to get something popping to where you getting, some of the eyes that's looking at you and, you're generating conversations at the very least to try and lead to sex. Like, what's one of the first moves that you would make? Like, if you're getting off the stage at an event.
Man, bro, if you already on the stage and these chicks is checking you or looking at your performance, as soon as you get off the stage, you just pick one. They're already ready. Just you understand what I'm saying? Because the fact that they see you in action and doing what you do, you understand what I'm saying? That within itself, you understand, is already them seeing you in action, seeing that status, seeing them seeing that already. So it's just really, going up to any chick you want to at that point. And just be like, yo, what's good? I was, when I was on the stage, I was checking you out. You looking kind of good. What's your name? What's going on? Blah, blah, blah. You understand? Like my dude Annihilator in the chat room, he said, invite one of them backstage. You feel me? So you got to use that to your advantage. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to look at it like this. They're the one watching you. You understand? You're the star. You're the guy. You feel what I'm saying? So it's you have to come up to them and be like on that energy of you should be even lucky I'm talking to you right now. You feel what I'm saying? That's all you got to do. Like with that shit, because I used to do that when I used to rap back in the day, and I used to do shows and all of that. And there was this one chick that I used to mess with, this chick from Norway, but she was here she was in the city, she was living in the city, whatever. And I went to this spot and I was performing, and right after I got off stage. And I was feeling myself heavy because I was going in and I was like one of the best performances I ever did. So I get off stage and she was like, and she saw me looking at her, so she came up to me. She's like, oh, I really liked your music or whatever. As soon as she said that, it was fucking on. Like I was like, oh, what's good? So what's your name? Blah blah blah. So we talking, we flirting, we start kissing up in there. I ended up going, and this is the funny part. I went to her house that night, right? And I ended up, and this is when I was younger. I was probably like fucking 24 or some shit. And I had a lot of time on my hands. So I went to her house, and I ended up spending a week at her house. It was fucking ridiculous. I know. I spent a week at this girl's house straight, just fucking. Like I went to the store to buy new underwear, all that shit. I was taking showers at a place, eating there, like it was crazy. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. You just get off there and just holler at them, because at that point they already are thinking about you and seeing you as that dude. You feel what I'm saying?
I got you. Yeah. I got you. Hell yeah, bro.
That's all it is, man.
I appreciate that, bro.
Yeah, man.
Good shit as always, man. Love what you do, man. And I'm holler at you on the flip side.
That's what's up, bro. I'm holler at you. Peace.
I agree.
Yeah, that shit was crazy. I remember that shit too. I spent the week at that chick's house. That shit was insane. Man. KZ said I fell in the pussy and couldn't back out for a week. For real. For real. For real, for real. Daquan, you said spit a freestyle. You have to go get my old mixtapes. EO, what's poppin'? Who's this?
Hello, my name is Martha. I got your number from the 2016 tax return you submitted last year.
Oh my Jesus! Here we go. All right, let me stop the trolling before it even start. Let me stop the trolling. Oh man, that's funny. But yeah, if you guys go to Dat Piff, I think I got some mixtapes on there. You just type in trends mixtapes. It should be on there. see. You. Yo. Hello?
What's up, Mr. Locario?
What's poppin'? Who's this?
It's Tyson. I'm from Austin.
All right, what's going on with you, bro?
I just picked up your ebook, and then I got the audio book too.
That's what's up.
And yeah, what's up? And I want to know. I wanted to get some business card made up, but I don't have a business. Can I just put my name?
What do you
email address?
What do you do? Like, what do you do?
I'm a postman.
You're a postman?
Yeah,
okay. What do you like to do? Do you have any hobbies? Like, what's your?
Well, I like making. I just started making beats in FL Studio. I like doing that. Music.
Okay, so put musician on your shit, because that's what you do. You know what I'm saying? Put your name.
Okay.
Put your email address, your phone number, and then put producer or music producer, whatever. You understand what I'm saying? That's what you got to do.
All right, cause I'm ready. All right, cause man, I picked up that book. It's right on point. I just listened to a little bit of it, but I'm just ready to get out there.
Right.
Make stuff happen. Yeah. But I just wanted to let anybody know that whoever on the fence, they need to pick up your product.
I appreciate it. Yeah, man. I've been trying to tell these guys. I get the book right here, man. You got to get that. That's the joint.
Oh, yeah, I got it. And I'm going to become a bad boy member.
That's what's up.
In a month.
That's what's up, man. Appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that.
Stuff popping.
That's what's up, man.
Well, I just wanted to call in and say thanks. Give you thanks early. And don't make this stuff happen. I'll call you back.
All right, that's what's up, bro. Appreciate it.
All right, you take it easy.
Yeah, man. Hold on, give me a second, guys. I gotta text my girlfriend and tell her I'm gonna pick her up later. Hold on, blah, blah, blah. Hold on, okay, cool. I'll meet you in the city. Okay. All right. My bad. Man. Crazy. Duquan, he said I was on a radio show getting interviewed for my music, and I tried to holler at the female DJ, and she curved me. Which video was that? I don't remember that shit. That's hilarious. EO, what's going on?
That was good. Chicken City, what's going on?
What's going on, bro? What you been up to?
Man, hell of a busy day, man. I didn't have time to approach this week, but I stayed grinding on Bumble and Tinder and stuff, bro.
All right. So what's popping with that?
All right, so two things. One, I already met this chick last weekend and we got popping. We didn't have sex, but we're gonna meet up for a second time, and she already know what's going on. So, funny thing is that caller, I think Dr. Cutter's called. He called when he was talking about he had a chick come over, but the problem was that he didn't eat, so his thing didn't get up. And I was like, I was the same way. I ate, but I had a stressful time at work, and I didn't feel like seeing the chick that I was kissing on that day. So I'm glad she canceled, but she was scheduled to Sunday. So okay, cool. We meet on Sunday, so just gotta get that mind right. But on Bumble today, I just got a text back from this chick, and we were trying to set up shit up. And I said, "Yo, what you doing?" She said, "Oh, I'm free until I'm free next week on Wednesday and stuff." Like, okay, cool. Let's do Wednesday at such and such place. And mind you, that place I said is by my house. That's how I usually do this shit.
Right.
But she stays 45, 30 minutes away from me. She's in Brandon. I'm in Tampa.
Right.
But she's close to Brandon. She's in Lakeland, which is about 35, 40 minutes away from my house.
Right.
And she said, "Oh, I stay over there. Can we meet up in Brandon instead?" Now, I usually don't negotiate with women when they say, "Oh, let's meet up there instead," because I want to see how cooperative she is that if she will come to the place that I'm in right now, so we can get it popping. But then I thought about it, and I'm like, oh, so maybe we should have a place closer, because if she's complying, she's feeling me in person, we touching it, feeling whatever. If she want to make it pop, if she want to go down, then we could probably get it popping at her place.
So I was gonna ask you, like, you think it's a good idea for me to just say, oh, okay, let's meet up in Brandon. We can do this and that, so we can just see what she about. Then we probably get back to her place.
Well, the thing is this: if you, what do you want to happen in this situation? Do you want to smash that night, or what's your what are you trying to make?
I want to smash that night. It's just that since I met her in Bumble, I want to see how she is, so she won't. Just so you know, she ain't catfishing me or she ain't
right. So what I would say is that if you what I would say to you is if you were to go down to meet her halfway or whatever, let her know that, hey, we'll meet here, but I want to also hook up, or I want to go back to your place after we come from you understand what I'm saying? So if she's cool with that and she actually agrees to that, then it's actually worth doing it, because that's sort of what you wanted to do anyway. You see what I'm saying? So in that sense, if you tell her, hey, we could meet up here, but when we meet, we're gonna do this, and then we'll go back to your place afterwards. You feel what I'm saying? If everything is cool, you can say, look, if I think you're cool, if I see that you're a cool chick, we'll go back to your place afterwards. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I better just do that, because I thought about it the same way. Like, maybe I should just let her know that, listen, if you are, like you just said, if you we can meet up here, but just so you know that what I want to do is that if we cool, we can hook up. Just also want to hook up. So if you're cool, we can do it at your place.
Exactly.
So that way, I have to like waste all my gas, waste all my time, going over her, and she rejects me and stuff like that. So.
Right, exactly. That's what I'm saying. So get a confirmation from her that she's cool with actually making that happen. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, most definitely.
Right. And now what I would say too though is this. Let's say she says cool, right? And then you get over there and then she switches it up. You understand what I'm saying? Now, if she switches it up, you got to charge your ass to the game. You understand what I'm saying? Like,
no doubt.
That's it. We're done.
I'll do that within a heartbeat.
Right. You know what I mean? So that's how you got to say how to do it. So yeah, just see what she say about that, and then make that happen. You know what I'm saying? The only thing though is that I don't really like too much is if, let's say, the fact that you because did you tell her to meet you at a certain spot first, and then she said, can we do this other thing? Is that what happened?
No, it's not. Well, here's the thing. Like, if she's in my city, like around my area, right? Usually when women says that, oh, I don't like that spot, can we meet at such and such place, and other places like, the same distance to my house? Usually I said, no, I like this place, come over here, and she keep giving me friction, then I just let her go.
Right.
But with her, she lives in a different location. She's in a different city, a different area, like 30 minutes, 45 minutes away from me, Brandon-wise. The problem is that the reason why I was hesitant to text her back is because around that time when I get off of work, that's traffic, coming from my house to go over there on the highway. You see what I'm saying? And and again, it's the same for her. She comes to my house.
And did you set a date already though?
No, I didn't.
Okay,
so I didn't. I want to call you.
Okay, cool.
This type of shit.
So what I would say to you is, first, you should try to get her to come near to you first. You feel what I'm saying? So you should hit her up and say, hey, come through to my area, meet me here. You feel what I'm saying? So that you can have her, because if she actually comes through all the way over there, that is extreme cooperation, which is showing that she's feeling you to the point where she's gonna come all the way out.
That's what I want to get at in the first place.
Right. And then try that first. Now, if hypothetically she's on, some shit like, oh, can we meet halfway and blah 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 blah. You feel what I'm saying? Then you still have to make it about you. So you can say, okay, well, we'll meet here, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back to your place afterwards if you cool. You understand what I'm saying? So it always has to be back to you creating the situation for you and her following. You understand?
Gotcha.
All the time. That's the key. So even if a girl's like, oh, but I want to do, because usually if a girl's like, I want to do this, I don't even usually want to deal with her anyway. But if she's like, oh, but I would rather do this, I'd say, well, you know what? Instead of that, we're gonna do this. You feel what I mean? So it's always still about what I'm doing. Like it's like you have the last word, not you going towards her word. It's you always have the last word. So just think about it like that. So you're the one who's creating it to get to the point where you're actually trying to you're gonna get the sex popping. You understand what I'm saying? And that's what it is.
Yeah.
You see what I mean?
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
I'm gonna test it back and see if she's still, see if she's, coming around my area. If not, then it is what it is at the end of the day.
That's what's up. All right, bro. Yeah, let me know how it goes through and how it happens. All right.
All right. Well, I'm gonna call back and let you know how the other girl is right now.
All right. Cool. All right. Peace.
All right.
Later.
Peace.
Yeah, man. Man, for some reason my fucking back is killing me. I'm like, shit. Why is my back hurting like this? Getting old out this motherfucker, man. Damn. Alright. Let me see who this is. You?
Yo,
What's going on? Who's this?
what up? This is Tanner.
Tanner?
Yeah,
What's going on? Where you from?
I'm from Kansas.
Alright, what's going on with you, bro?
What up? I got a question.
Mm-hmm.
So I was going through some shit, and I didn't feel like dealing with women because I'm 18, and shit like that.
Where you
So,
going? What shit
got my
you going
shit
through?
together.
You only 18. What's going on? Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. What you saying?
I said, so I'm 18, right? And I wasn't dealing with chicks because I was trying to get my shit together.
Mm-hmm.
So, and now I feel like I'm that dude, like I'm that high quality dude. So I'm ready to put myself out there, because I got my head on straight,
Mm. Tanner, you sound like you high a little bit, man. Are you a white dude?
No, I'm Native American.
Okay. I see. So you're saying that you trying to, what are you trying to do now? You trying to get at these girls now?
Yeah, cause I'm not looking for a relationship. I'm just trying to,
Of course you're looking
smash,
for that.
have a couple girls at a time.
Yeah, that you young, bro. Look, man, just go out there, talk to as many women as possible that you could talk to. You understand? And the ones that's gonna cooperate with you, those are the ones that you keep it going with. It's really that simple. You young, you got all that energy, talk to the, the 18, 19, 20-year-old girls and see what's going on with these ladies. You know what I'm saying? That's all you got to do. You don't got to worry, because you were saying, you were getting your shit together and this and that. You ain't, bruh, you good. Don't worry about none of that shit. Just go out there and interact with them. You understand what I'm saying? And study the game. You understand? Study the videos, watch the stuff on, on this channel, watch other channels, and really, you know what I'm saying? Soak everything in and just put yourself out there. You know what I'm saying?
No, I was talking about something happened as a child, so I was going through some shit, mentally.
Mm-hmm.
So that I was talking about getting my head on, so I could move on from that shit,
Right. Do you go to therapy?
Yeah.
Okay, so you probably got to work that out in therapy, and and just once you get all that done, or even while it's happening, just put yourself out there little by little, and then see what's going on with you. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely, and also I be getting season signals from 30-year-olds, so I don't know how to approach that, cause I feel like I'm that dude,
Yo, you sound like you just woke up,
30-year-old
bro. This is too funny. But so you said 30-year-old women be trying to holler at you or check you out?
Yeah, they be staring at me while I be working and shit.
Bro, just talk to them.
And shit,
Do you want to get with some 30-year-olds?
Nah, I'm trying to hang out with the 20s. in the 20s.
So then don't worry about that shit then. If you ain't trying to get with them, don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
All right?
that's true.
But, bro, all you got to do is study the game and put yourself out there, and then you're going to start to see some shit popping off. You feel me? All right?
Oh, yeah, for
I'm going to
sure.
holler at you, man. Be safe.
All right. All right,
Man,
then.
my dude Tanner sound like he been smoking that good shit. He sound like he was smoking that good shit. Yesterday he sounded depressed. He sounded like he was high as hell. My God. EO in the building. What's popping, bro? Hold on, let me see what's this. EO.
Hey, what's going on, Black guy?
What's popping? Who's this?
I don't told it.
Hold on, your phone sound like it's muffled. Speak up a little bit.
Okay. Right, you can hear me now?
Yeah, a little bit. What's going on?
You can hear me very well. What's up?
Yeah, I get you better now. Go ahead. What you saying?
I'm back. Yeah, I'm just calling in. I want to ask a few questions.
Mm-hmm.
Like that. So I'm down here in this Florida. I came here. I guess I had a New York swag because that's where I came from.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And these girls, it's like they try. Some of them are real forward.
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to get myself in position at first. And then there's some of them, I feel like mothers just be looking at me, and they be trying to play these games. Like as soon as it even come down to it, I might ask them for a piece of paper or something like that, a pen, or be at the store and I'm doing what I need to do. And my efforts trying to like devalue you, and you right there, like Python, like that's not popping, And I don't know if
what's going on in the back of there, man? I'm hearing a whole bunch of noise. Is that?
Nah, I'm doing some stuff. I'm a taxi driver, so
Okay.
I'm doing what I'm doing.
So you saying that? So you saying that
I'm a taxi driver.
Okay, cool. So you saying that you be hollering at these girls, and you said they you feel like they devalue you?
This year is
that what you said?
my business. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I was saying that. Did you say that you be you have women you feel like are devaluing you? Is that what you're saying?
No, they try to. What they try to do, like I'll give you an example. Like I'll go up into the gas station today, right? I already know there was like 3 women. These was like hood women. I couldn't say like they hood, but they was like sort of bougie or whatever it is. Like one of them was alright. She tried to play her little game, and then the one behind the little counter, she looked at me. I wasn't, I'm up in there trying to pay for my gas. I'm trying to figure out why my card is not going through, at the gas pump. And so she told me to go to the next lady or whatever, right? But the way she looked at me when she first looked, because she had the person at the counter, she's like, it's like a look like she liked me, right? I'm not worried about that because I wasn't interested in it. But I'll go to the lady next to her, and I'm talking to her like, trying to get my gas paid. And then she come up in the middle of that and was like, hold on. And then she goes ahead and gives this girl her number. He gives a number to her, like some stuff that don't even, it don't even make any sense. You're going to tell me to hold on a customer so you can give someone a number.
Why are you even worried about that, though? It sounds like you worried about, like...
What I'm telling you is, like, I'm trying to get around all of this mess. Like, when I try to get stuff done, it's like a regular stuff is done. You have errands that you're taking care of. But the girls, they like you. But the way that they're playing a game, they're not doing their job no more. Now they're feeling like, oh, I'm interested in him, but they play it in a way that's like, I'm going to devalue him, try to devalue him because I like him, but I'm out of this mindset of not being in my job anymore. You know what I'm saying? And I can't even get what I'm trying to get done. Like, if we was trying to get on that level, I could understand that.
Because it sound like you're reading too much into the situation. Because, like, how do you know that the chicks was feeling you, and how do you know they're acting that way? You know what I'm saying? Like, it sounds like you're reading too much into the situation. You see what I'm saying?
I mean, you could feel that way, but at the end of the day, I know when someone's feeling me.
Right, and And then so what's the issue you having though? Because you saying you feeling like these girls, they trying to play you or something?
I feel like because it goes back to the conversation that you was having with the guy earlier. The guy was talking about, he likes when a woman tries to like play him, he tries to keep going, right?
Right.
And you like, why would you not? Why would you?
Hello?
Right.
Hello, you still there? Your phone cutting off, bruh.
I'm trying to holler at them. What?
No, your phone was going in and out. But go ahead. What you saying?
I said it's the same situation. It's like I'm not trying to approach them in the terms of trying to talk to them. They're trying to do that because they're attracted to me, and they feel as if by ignoring you or by doing something that's trying to devalue you or put your value down, they are getting your attention. Because what they want to do is they want to come harder.
Okay,
right?
I see what you're saying. Well, the thing is with that is like, again, those, and this is why I was talking about earlier, just in general, you got to be always at a higher standard, because anything like that, or when you see a girl doing that type of shit, or you feel like that type of energy, that should be beneath you. You feel what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Right. And so if that's the case, it's just like whatever. And so what I mean is like, even with that, don't even pay it no fucking mind. You know what I'm saying? Like that's nothing. You know what I mean? So a chick who's about whatever, if she's about something, you understand, she's not gonna act that way. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
All right, but yeah, don't worry about all that shit, man. Just play past all that stuff. You understand what I'm saying? Be at a higher standard and just ignore any type of chick who's fucking with you like that. You feel what I'm saying? Or you feel that's fucking with you like that. All right. All right, bro. I'm holler at you, man. All right, man. Bro, I had a lot of shit happening in the background of that joint. I was like, what's going on? K-Zach, you said if chicks aren't giving you play, they shouldn't be on your radar. Real talk. Exactly. You understand? Moving the songs, you said you can't fall for that bullshit. Letting them throw you off. Real talk. Resilient SD, what's good, bro? I've been on since 3:30. Yo, what's going on? Who's this?
Yo, what up, my guy?
What's poppin'? Why will the call sound low? Hello?
Yeah, you hear me better, right?
A little bit, yeah. What's going on?
Chilling, bro. It's this big thing, man.
All right, what's going? What's poppin'?
Chilling, man. You know, like, quick question, man. Yo, there's this girl I had, like, we was hanging out, like, a couple months ago. So we had reconnected or whatever.
Right.
And, so basically, we reconnected. Started texting her yesterday. And then she's like, oh, yeah, I was thinking of you, too. She's like, let's go out for drinks or whatever at some spot. We always meet at Chili's. And so then, like, I'm on the East Coast or whatever, snow today, something light. And she was like, oh, the snow got me lazy. Let's reschedule or whatever. So
right.
no biggie, right? But what I wanted to know is, because I know everybody in the chat be talking about alpha male strategy, whatever, the other dudes. He got he got his own opinion on, like, when girls, like, late. I want to know your opinion, because I didn't text her back since she hit me with the let's reschedule if you're free next Friday, because some guys say, oh, like, don't say nothing, or be like, oh, I'm gonna let you know when I'm free. I don't know. I just want to know your opinion on, like, girls who late and this type of situation. Like,
so she said, so you was trying to see her, and she said, I don't want to come out because of the snow.
Here's what happened, bro. She mentioned it yesterday. She was like, let's meet up for drinks. And I'm like, cool. I'm like, when? And then she's like, a Friday or Saturday. I'm like, tomorrow's cool. So then she hits me. And today, I hit her with the good morning or whatever. Because I stopped texting yesterday, and I hit her with the good morning. And she's like, yeah, we should reschedule for today. The snow got me feeling lazy. Something like that.
Yeah, charge her ass to the game, bro. Charge her fucking ass to the game.
That's what I was thinking, bro.
Because this is, again, you gotta look at it like, if you was fucking Drake or Trey Songz or Ryan Gosling or whatever, some shit, you think a little snow is going to stop her from coming to see you? You feel what I'm saying? So that means that her interest in you isn't high enough. And since it's not, then you charge your ass to the game. Because and this is what you got to understand. When a chick flakes on you, that's disrespect. You understand what I'm saying? That's disrespect. You feel what I mean? And so, and my dude K Zagging in the chat, he said, "Stop texting these girls good morning." He's like, but that's just straight disrespect. You feel what I'm saying? So with that situation, you just charge your ass to the game. If you talking about well, it's snowing, it's funny too, because most chicks will lie when they're gonna flake and say, "Oh, I'm sick," or they'll say there's an emergency, or they'll say, "Oh, my friend's coming into town," and
somebody to the airport.
Right, some stupid shit, right? So if a chick is letting you know the reason why I'm not coming to see you is because there's some snow on the ground, get the fuck out of here. You feel what I'm saying? So either way, she shouldn't be giving you any excuse to not see you. It should be she's ready to see you, period. She's coming to see you, period. You understand what I'm saying? If she says any type of this shit, you charge it to the game. You understand?
Yeah, because this chick, like, she was on my meat, bro. Like, not a couple times, and, like, finger her, whatever. Like, bro, I literally nutted on her face a couple times, bro. Like, she was on my dick. But what happened was, she hit me with the, "Oh, yeah, I found somebody I like better and closer."
Wait, hold on. So this is a girl you already smashed before?
Bro, this how crazy the situation is, bro. Listen. Shorty, we would chill, go out for drinks, whatever, and then she be out trying to have makeout sessions. I'm like, I ain't with that making out shit. I'm fingering the bitch. And one time in the car, I'm fingering her, and I whip it out. She playing with my shit, and she's like, "Yo, I don't da." And I'm like, "Yo, I'm about to," like, she jerking me off and shit. I'm like, "I'm gonna let it continue." She's like, "Yo, nut on my face." Like, but I never hit, cause.
Oh my god! So because you see, I'm thinking you already smashed. So you never even smashed this chick.
But bro, I can't say I smashed, but there's some type of tension there, though, bro. She's talking about get paper.
Nah, charge it to the game, bro. That's done. That's done.
Nah. I'm a charger, bro. I just want to know how you feel, because it's weird. Like there's something there. Like,
nah, there ain't nothing there, bro. There ain't nothing there, bro. She ain't nothing happening with that. That's done. That's done.
Bro, I respect the handle, but ain't nothing there. But I'm nothing on her face, bro.
It don't matter. What I'm saying is this, is that this girl, right? You ain't even smash, and you trying to make something happen now, and then she's flaking on you because of snow. She didn't even have the decency to lie to you like a regular chick would and say she's sick or something came up. You understand what I'm saying? She let you know, I ain't fucking with you because there's snow on the ground. You understand? That, again, charge her ass. It's done. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm definitely going to charge her, bro. That's why I didn't even text back. I'm like, you the one who brought up the idea of going out. I'm like, all right. Like,
and it don't even matter if they bring it up, because that's what chicks will do. They'll bring it up. They'll be in that moment. They would like the attention. They're going to call you and be like, "Hey, what's up? Blah, 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 blah." And then all of a sudden she's like, "Oh, I can't make it." Nah, we good. We're done.
Yeah,
That's
bro.
it. That's
bro,
it.
I used to make her pay for drinks and all that, bro. And it's so real. I wasn't even going to go out for the drink today. I was going to make her come to my house. I don't want to go out with drinks with her. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm definitely going to charge her, bro.
Yo, charge her ass. You feel me? All right?
All right, bro.
I'm going to holler at you, man. All right, peace. Yeah, man. Yeah, who's calling? What's popping? Yo. What is up with the phone line today? This shit bugging out. All right. Bugging out. All right, let me see what's popping with this. Let me take one more call. Damn, I got like 10 people calling at once. Hold on. Why this shit don't be showing me who's calling? What's going on with this thing? Jesus Christ. Yo.
Hey, what's going on, man?
What's poppin'? Who's this?
It's David from Minnesota, man. How you been?
I'm good. I'm good. Why you sound like you upset, bro? What's going on with you?
Yeah, I'm not upset. I'm just at work, so.
All right.
But yeah, but now I was gonna like tell you. I mean, of course, I've been in the show for. I've been watching the shit for a while, and like I called in like once or twice, and like I remember you used to give me shit about like living at my mom's. Now niggas is out, you know what I'm saying? Doing my own thing, but like it's been cool. I would say though, for a lot of the dudes, yeah, you were right. You still got to put that work in. You know what I mean? It's all fun though, but like shit, it's way better, man. I'll tell you that. You know what I'm saying?
You said it's way better for what?
It's like way better when you do have your own crib when it comes to like dealing with girls.
Oh yeah, of course it's way better because you have easier access. Of course it's way better. You know what I'm saying? Like you have easier access to bring chicks to you have easy access to have a place to bring them. You understand? Versus like because a lot of dudes, if they live with their parents, a lot of guys they don't got the type of parents who's gonna be cool with it. You know what I'm saying? So then it's like they got a whole other issue they got to deal with when it comes to sex. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and like I feel like I don't know. For me personally, I feel like ever since it has happened, because it's been like 3 months now, and like personally, there's so much that I won't do. Where like in the past, I used to kind of give girls like a leeway of like I don't want to charge you just yet, but now it's kind of like damn near instantaneously. You know what I mean? It's almost to the point where it's like, if I even see like the wrong look, I'll be like, yo, fam, you playing. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like you take a lot less, and so I don't know, man. It's been nice out here. You know what I mean? Even through the winter, and I used to think it was dry in the winter, but it's like that. Yo, whoever was saying like that's no excuse, bro, that nigga lying, bro. They will come through.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Look, that's what I'm saying. Like you can't give these chicks too much fucking. Dudes be giving chicks the benefit of the doubt too much, and this is why women end up doing a whole bunch of bullshit because dudes just let them slide with it. So I'll be like, yo, you got to start charging these chicks to the game because the thing is that the more room you give her to play games. That's what she's gonna do. She's gonna make it happen. You feel what I'm saying? So it is what it is,
Another
man.
One you gotta be careful for is like when you hit shorty up at night, and then she don't text you in the morning. I mean, then she does text you like in the morning, and she's on some. Oh my bad, I fell asleep. Yo, low key, start charging those girls too.
Oh yeah. All that's a whole bunch. It's a whole bunch of bullshit with a lot of these chicks, man. That's the thing that guys gotta understand. It's a bunch of fucking bullshit with a lot of these chicks where they'll call and they'll be flaking. They'll say, oh, it's this and that, and I'm not sure. Yo, when a chick really is trying to make it happen, you understand? It's like night and day. When I had chicks who they'll be like, oh, come over. I'm going to cook you some food. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do it. Like, just real, like, accommodating and all that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Bro. I've had a girl like buy the groceries and then come to my crib and cook the food. Like, trust me.
Exactly.
That shit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So dudes just not.
Like, at the end of the day, I think you just kind of have to like realize, like basically, it was kind of like you were saying earlier. You got to treat yourself like you kind of the celebrity. You know what I mean? Like where it's like, all right, listen, it's either you do this or there ain't nothing happen. I would say. The best example, you watched that show Atlanta?
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw season 2, but there was an episode when all these girls were excited to go to like Drake's crib, and then he gave them like a whole set of rules and shit. And although as weird as they were, ain't none of them were like, nah, I ain't doing that shit.
Right.
You know what
Exactly.
Like,
exactly. Yeah. That's what dudes gotta understand, man. Like when they really trying to make it happen. They gonna make it happen, and they gonna follow rules. They gonna follow instructions. They gonna do what they gotta do to make it go down. So whenever a chick is being the opposite of that, whenever she's doing a bunch of bullshit, she's flaking, she's being wishy washy, charges to the game. The problem is, a lot of guys they think that they're like, oh well, maybe I gotta just try harder. Maybe I gotta build more traction. Maybe I gotta talk to her longer on the phone. Maybe I got. You know, maybe I gotta call her 2 more. It's like they're doing so much shit, and these girls are showing you with their actions that they not really fucking with you. And unfortunately, a lot of guys haven't been in enough situations to where they actually had a girl who was really, really fucking with them, like a girl who was really into them, a girl who was really cooperating. It's insane. So when you see that, you're like, wait a second, this girl and that girl was being on some bullshit. Because I noticed this girl right here, she's like rolling out the red fucking carpet. You feel what I'm saying? It's crazy. It's crazy. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Shit is crazy,
I think,
man.
You know, just you kind of have to kind of get out a little more and like see what's out there. I would say, of course, like beyond like the club area, like see what other like social events are out there. You know what I'm saying? Especially like during the daytime, that daytime stuff. That's when I would say it's the best. Like,
Right.
shit popping.
Right.
You know
Real
what I mean?
talk,
Like those
man.
day parties and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So.
Oh yeah, those are good too. Those are real
like,
good. Those are real good, man.
Yeah.
But yo, I appreciate the call. I gotta run up out of here. All right, so I'm gonna holler at you later, man.
Yeah,
All right.
for sure, man. You do your thing, bro.
All right, bro.
Thanks a lot.
Peace, peace.
All right.
All right, people. It is about that time. Remember to get the book, How to Have Sex with 2 Women a Day, ebook, hard copy, audiobook. Make sure you click the link below. Also, make sure you guys get Ethan Wong. Who else? Resilient SD. Who else is up in here? Mike, shout out to you. Danzino N. For Life One Deep. Big Stain. Annihilator, shout out to you. Only to Catch Up, shout out to you. Who else is up in here? Junior Abad. Kelly Monroe. Who else? Mike 23. Boss MVP. Sticky E, shout out to you. Who else is up in the building? King Doza. It's Akuma. Shout out to Everett Overton. My dude EO, shout out to you. Joshua Freeman. Who else? Marty McFly. Blue Skies. Pablo, shout out to you. Sun King, shout out to you. Man, there's a lot of people up in here. But listen, remember to get the Man to Fuck Up hoodies. Make sure you guys get How to Have Sex 2 Women a Day book. And I will holler at you guys later, man. And remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm gone.